Welcome to Real Talk, Real Women. My name is Miriam Khalladi, and today we have certified personal trainer, group fitness instructor, and Pilates coach Kattie Fleece on the show. Welcome, Kattie. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for your time.
Hey, no problem.
So tell us, Kattie, how did your journey into health and fitness begin?
When I was in the eighth grade, I actually started teaching aerobics to a group of women. And then from there, my love for fitness just kind of grew from there. And when I graduated high school, as soon as I turned 18, I then became a certified personal trainer just because I loved exercise so much. I wasn't an athlete. So the one thing I could do good was work out. And that's like the only thing I knew how to do. So I did that all the time. And then I loved it from there, and I went to school for it. And then it's just kind of taken off from there.
Amazing. And you started
Yeah,
teaching aerobics in the eighth grade. That's pretty
I
early.
did.
That's pretty
Yes,
early.
I
How
did.
did that come about, and what was the experience like?
I learned how to do it in gym class, believe it or not, because where I went to school, we had, that's what we did. We did like aerobics routines as part of our grade. And so, that's how where my passion really grew for it, is from eighth grade gym class. And then I would always do like Taibo fitness tapes with my mom and my sister. And so I just learned how to do it on my own, and just kind of started from there, just taught myself.
And after that, you
Yeah.
got certified as a fitness instructor and began training clients in their homes. What is the most unexpected thing you've learned in your work as an instructor?
Oh, geez. Well, I guess never underestimate yourself. Not me personally, but this applies to everybody across the board, because a lot of times we tell ourselves that we can't do a certain thing because it's in our head that we can't. But if you just let your body do the work, you would be amazed at what you actually can do if you just push yourself to your limits.
And you're also a mother of two. How did you stay fit as a mom?
My kids are actually what motivate me. So, after my first son was born, that was kind of when I really started taking my fitness level up to the next level, and I really wanted to focus on it and just be the the best shape of my life. And I wanted to be able to show other moms out there that, you know what, it can be done. Just because you're a mom doesn't mean you have to let yourselves go. Because any mother out there knows that you tend to put everybody else first. You put everybody else first, which is what part of your job as a mom is, but it's also part of your job to take care of yourself so you can be healthy for your children. So that was kind of my goal, just to be the healthiest mom and the best version of me that I possibly can be. And so anytime I tell myself that, I can't do something, or I want to give up, I just picture my children, or I look at my children, and they're what makes me go stronger, harder, faster, longer. They're what push me and motivate me so I can be around for forever, even though they probably don't want me to be around forever, but I'm going to be around as long as I can for them. So,
Great mindset. And I know it's
yeah.
very important for you to lead by example and stay healthy through proper fitness and nutrition. What is the hardest thing about it?
For me, there's a lot of temptations, and whether it be, going through the McDonald's drive-through, or birthdays. We have birthdays to attend all the time, so there's always cake around or whatever. And I'm not the type of mom that doesn't let my kids have any of that stuff, because I had it when I was a kid and I turned out fine. But there's also a point where you have to learn when to cut them off. So I think it's important just to let them have those little treats, and then realize and help them understand that, okay, that was a treat, so now let's focus on eating a healthy dinner and eating our veggies and our fruits and our protein and all that stuff. In fact, my son will even ask me sometimes, he'll say, "Mom, does this have protein in it?" Which is really kind of funny to me, because he knows that, hey, protein's good for your muscles. So I think it's important to let them cheat. I say cheat. They cheat a lot, a lot more than I do. And then I also let myself cheat. I don't hold myself to a strict diet. If I go to a birthday party and I want a piece of chocolate cake, I eat a piece of chocolate cake. But you have to understand you have to do it in moderation. You can't have it all the time, and that's when it becomes a problem. So you just really got to learn how to do everything in moderation and learn how to live life a little bit and have fun and enjoy your cheats when you can get them.
On top of that, you have your own studio in Carmel. How do you balance your busy work life and your personal life?
Well, it's very hard, as any working mother can attest for. I work about 3 12-hour days. So when I am at work, I try to focus on work and I'm there for longer periods of time so I can be home more often. So I can be home, 4 days out of the week with my kids. So even though those 3 long days at work and training clients all day, at the end of the day, I'm exhausted. But then I know, what, the next morning I get to wake up and I get to enjoy my children and have all day with them. So it's nice. It actually balances itself out very, very nicely.
You are big on having people lay their excuses aside and take the challenge to achieve better health and fitness. Why do you feel a lot of people make excuses when it comes to their health?
I think just as any mother or any human being, really, I mean, you always come up with these excuses, and then sooner or later those excuses are going to catch up with you, and then you're going to realize, man, what have I done? And in fact, the other day I saw a man working out in the gym. He had one leg, and he was on the treadmill. And I thought, man, if that's not motivation, I don't know what is. So no matter what it may be, I know you're busy. I know, a lot of working moms, they say, I don't have the time. Well, you know what? You have to make time. I mean, there's times where I've had to get up at 4 a.m. to squeeze in a workout because it's important to me. And it truly is a lifestyle change. You have to make the time, lay your excuses aside, because once you do, I promise you won't regret it. And you'll never want to go back.
I agree. And what do you feel is the most effective way of ridding yourself of any excuses?
Honestly, you just got to do it. I mean, for the longest time, and I see a lot of this in my clients, they just tell themselves, over and over again that they can't do it. I've got too much going on tonight, or too much going on with the kids' sports or whatever. And honestly, you just have to shut up and do it. I mean, really. So like I said, once you do lay those excuses aside and you can clear your head and say, you know what, I'm doing this for me, it's much easier then. And you'll find time. You will find time. I'm a busy mom too. When I am at work, even though I am a trainer, most people think I work out all day long. Well, no, I'm there and I'm training, 20 plus clients a day. So guess what? I schedule my workouts in on my lunch break, and then I do it that way, because it's not like I have all the time in the world when I'm at work, even though I'm at a gym. But I have to schedule it on my lunch break, and that's how I get it done, which is not ideal. Sometimes I'd rather, go outside and enjoy a nice sit down lunch, but other times that's my only option, So you got to find time in your day, work it around. Sometimes it takes a little while to get a routine going, but once you have a routine, it's much easier to stick with.
Right. What are your thoughts around not taking the time for bodily physical and sooner or later resulting in illness?
Yes. So I'm a firm believer that if you don't take time now to be healthy, then sooner or later you're going to have to make time for illness. And I think that's kind of speaks for itself that, we're doing all of these things to harm our bodies, whether it be, eating poor foods or not getting the exercise in that we need, not only for our muscles, but for our heart. Or alcohol, drugs, whatever, and we put all these excuses into our mind that why we can't do something. Well, like I said, later on down the road, that's eventually going to catch up with you. And then you're just going to have to deal with the illness that it throws at you. So why not start now, and get into that healthy lifestyle? It's never too late to start.
Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and insight. Where can people go to learn more about you and connect with you online, Kattie?
They can look me up on Facebook at Kattie Fleece Fitness, and that's Kattie with 2 T's, Kattie. Or you can go to my website, fleecefitness.com. And then also you can follow me too on Instagram. I've got a lot of Instagram followers, but again, it's Kattie Fleece Fitness. So
great, and I will make sure to put your links below this video.
Okay, great.
Is there anything else you would like to cover today that you feel we've missed?
No, I don't think so. I think we got it all covered.
Thank you so much, Kattie. It was an absolute pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
You're most welcome. And thank you so much for watching. My name is Miriam Khalladi. For more inspiration, check out our book at realtalkrealwomenbook.com.